What is up, everybody? Welcome to GeEK YouTube channel. Yeah. So today, our first video, pretty much ever, is going to be on Gamesalad. Gamesalad is a video game creator. You could create any kind of video game. You could create it for PC, iPhone, whatever. Yeah. So, in today's video, I am pretty much going to show you how to set up a score and a high score system, I guess you'd say. Yeah. Okay. So, there's there's multiple different ways that you can set up a high score. You could set it up where if my player, like your guy, collides into a coin, or like if he runs over a coin, you can add one to the screen. Hold on. Let me, don't do anything yet. I'm just gonna change the color. Alright, so if my character is like right here, it's my mouse, let's just say, and he's going, and he gets a coin. Um, you want that, and you want that to be the score. That's like one way you could set a score, or if like I have something like a button, let's say, and it matters like how many times they hit the button. Like if I hit it 10 times, then the score would be 10. There's multiple different ways that you can do it, and I will show you like all the ways like of how to collect coins, how you can do it to if you just like tapping something, yeah. So pretty much, well, like let's get started. Let's get started. So pretty much the first one will be touching. If you tap something, and yeah, how to do that. And I'll also put up a high score thing today and a timer. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to do all those three things and how to make a score when your character grabs a coin. Yeah, so let's get started. Let's create a few actors. Let's create 4. We'll make this your player. Make that player. Okay, now the first one will be touching, as I said. So like how many times it's touched. This one will be score. This will be high score. And this will be timer. You can name these whatever you want. That's what I'm naming them so that we all know what it is. Yeah. So you want to go to your game attributes. You want to hit add. Now you want to add 3 integer attributes. Alright, so I have new attribute 7, new attribute new attribute 7, new attribute 8, new attribute 9. Now these are all integers. So you could rename them in any order that you want. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it in the same way that it's up here with my actors. Okay. So for the timer attribute, I'm gonna set this to 5 seconds. Actually, no, I'll leave that at 0. I'll leave that at 0. So let's add another scene. We'll make this the high score scene. Yeah, I'm making high score. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so now let's go to our initial scene. Let's add our player scene, our player actor, like our player, to the scene. And now he's just gonna be a pink box, pink purpley box, whatever color you want to call that. And we will add our score to the scene, and we'll add our timer to this scene. Now you don't really want the high score. I mean, you can put the high score on the scene, but I wouldn't. Whatever you want to do. Now we'll go to our high score scene and just change the color to that. And let's drag our high score actor onto the scene. Okay, So pretty much we don't even have anything. Like if I hit this, there's no timer, there's no score. We don't know what we're doing. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so now let's go to our score actor. Now we need a display text behavior. This is where your behaviors are. Okay, now I forgot to tell you guys, I'm on Windows, so it might be in a different place for you on Mac or whatever, or Linux. I don't know, because I use Windows. So, yeah. So, into this area, which is underscore your actor, you want to add a display text behavior. It's under destroy. And yeah, they should be in uh, alphabetical order, and that's under the behaviors. This is under conditions. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, now we don't really want our score to be saying hello world. We want it to show our score. So we're going to hit that E, and then this box that I'm dragging around will show up. Now you want it to display the text attributes game score, because obviously we're under score, so we wanted to show our score. Yeah, well, you could customize this whatever you want. Yeah, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. So pretty much, if I hit play, our score is 0. And now if I hit this, there's nothing adding to the score. Let's fix that. So let's go to our actors. Let's go to our player. All right, let's go to our initial scene. So that's our player. It's right there, or that big box. So now what you want to do whenever we want to create a rule. Now you could either hit add rule or just drag a condition over. Now we want when when we touch this and our press is released, when touch is released, we want to do change attribute. You want to put change attribute under do, and you want to hit the A. Now you want to set attribute game score to attribute game score plus whatever each tap equals. I'm just gonna do 1 because 1. Yeah. Now you don't have to put anything in the else. You don't have to. So yeah, there you go. So now let's play. So every time this is hit, it's adding. I don't know why it's glitching like that. It's probably just something, but it shouldn't do that for you guys. Alright, yeah, so that's my score. I just hit it 43 times. Wow. Alright, let's go back. Wait, did I even hit that 43 times? Yeah, so it shouldn't really glitch for you like that. Yeah, I guess I did hit it 43 times. Alright, whatever. Yeah, so that's how you set up the score. But now we want to set up a timer so that I only get a certain amount of clicks, like whatever my score is in that minute. So let's go to our actors. Let's go to timer. Ooh, this is where it gets all cool. Actually, yeah, we need timer to display text. Where is it? Display text, display text. Oh my gosh, I'm blind. Okay, there it is. Display text, not hello world, obviously. We wanted to display the timer. So let's go to attributes, game, timer. You could customize that whatever you want to do. Yeah. But there is no timer there. Yeah. So now we want to add a timer over here. Or you could drag over one of the blocks timer over here. Whatever you want to do. Delete. Now you want to go every 1 second. You want to drag a change attribute right underneath that in the timer thingy. Now for every 1 second, you want this to set attributes game timer to attributes game timer -1. Now that's how to make a countdown timer. All you have to do is put +1 to make it a adding timer. But for this, we're going to do -1. So if we hit play, now what? Like, why didn't the game stop when it hit 0? Or why didn't it start at something? Alright, well, that's what we have to do. We need a... That's what we have to change, because if we hit play, it's going to the negatives. Why is it doing that? Alright, so we want a attribute condition. Just drag that right on. If attribute game timer equals 0, because we want it to stop when it hits 0, do change scene, where is it? Change scene to the high score scene, so that the game is pretty much done. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, but if we do that, it goes right to here, and you have no high score. But if you're actually making a game, you would make a like start screen so that like where is it? Let's change the color to that. Now don't do this, guys. Just don't do this really quickly. If that is Alright. So pretty much you would have it like on this where that says play and then it goes here. Yeah. Like that's what you would have, right? Yeah. Now, when you hit that play button, we need a time, right? So we need to add a rule that when that is touched again, do change attribute set game timer to attribute game timer plus we'll make it a 8-second thingy. So ready? Let's play. Here you have 8 seconds to go here. 3, 2, 1. Now we don't have a high score. Why don't we? Let's fix that. Like I said before, yeah, that's weird. Okay, let's go to our... Now I'm going to explain this all at the end so that you guys actually understand it instead of just like copying this. So that you guys can actually like make games yourselves. Yes, okay. So let's go to our high score actor. Actually, and let's go to our let's go to our high score scene. Alright, let's go to our high score actor. Let us add a display text behavior. Yes. Now, we don't want our high score obviously saying hello world. Again, we want it to display the high score. So we're just gonna go to high score. There you go. But now, how will the high score know to change when we get a higher score? Alright, so now we have to add a rule, attribute, if game dot high score is greater than attribute game high score, then you want it to change attribute game that high score to the attribute game score. So alright, let's go over that quickly. So pretty much this all says that if your game score is higher than your game high score, it's gonna change it to like your new high score. That's pretty much what this means. It's very simple. Yeah. Alright, don't do this again. This is just for it to run fluently. Uh, just don't do what I'm doing. I just need something to get it back to the main scene. Like when this is touched, it'll go back to the main scene. So yeah, I'm gonna do when touch is released, do change scene. Now this is pretty much just how to change a scene. Like when something is touched and you want it to go to a different scene, this is how you do it. To scene one. Alright, let's play. So I have 8, 7, 6. Alright, let's just set it at 20, our high score. Set it to 20. See, now that's our high score. Oh, actually, we also want, wouldn't we want our high score to be displayed on the play screen so like you know what your high score is? So I'll also have it there too. And we'll actually change the timer. Play, no, doing. I'll just change it to like 3 seconds so that it's much easier for me. Alright, so you score 0 here. I'll make that 8. So now it's displayed there too. So now if oh no, I forgot to do something. So, as you guys just saw, alright, we're gonna hit play. I just got 12, right? Now it's there. Why is my game score still 12 when I restarted the whole game? Okay, yeah. So pretty much, you want to go to here. See how we made the game timer add 3? We also want to create a rule that when it's touched again, when the touch is released again, we want to do change attribute, set attribute, game score to 0. Because that's how you pretty much reset your score. Yeah. That's the easiest way to reset your score. Yeah. So, okay, now your game should run fluently if you want to just run it like this. You can add scenes, whatever you want. Yeah. Now I will run through everything. So we just hit play. Now we just got 12. Let's go back. High score is 12. Now see it reset. Alright, now let's only get 10. Our high score is still 12. Now what if we get 13? Like we just did. High score is 13. Yeah. So, alright, now let me just run through what I did just so that you guys actually understand it more. So pretty much now we have the start scene. Now that is pretty much the play button. Wait, right? Yeah, that is the play button. That is your high score so that it's displayed there. Yeah. So now once you hit play, you want for it to go to the next scene, right? Once you hit play, you want it to go to the game scene. So that's pretty much what this does. You add a touch when it's released to change the scene. So now that brings it to this scene. Yeah. Alright, now I added these 2 rules underneath, both of these, so that we can reset the 2 attribute score and the attribute so that we can reset the attribute score and the attribute timer. Now that's what this does. This pretty much resets the timer to have 3 seconds on it. And this rule has the game score set back to 0 so that we could pretty much restart the whole game and get a new score. That's what this does. Yeah. That's the simplest way to do it so that when each of these is touched, or you could actually even make this change attribute. Hold on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Delete that. Alright, ready? Oh no. Oopsies. What did I do? We could actually even, you see how this is due here? We could also add the other thing to this so that it does both of these things. Yeah, and we could even add this to it to change the scene. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all we did here. So now we hit play. Now we're onto this scene so that when this is when your player is touched, it adds to the score and the high score. Now, so under the player, we needed to add a rule so that once it's touched, to add a score to the add 1 to the score. So that's what we did in this rule. So we have a rule where when you touch it and your press is released, to change the score from 0 to 1 or from 1 to 2, or you get it, etc. Yes. Yeah. So pretty much we're just having the game score, which is whatever number it's already at, to add 1 to it. That's pretty much what we did here. Now I could make this add 100, add 2, add 6. You could change it to whatever, add 25. You could change that to pretty much whatever you want. Yeah. So yeah. Now, that is pretty much all we did to add to the score and to make everything work right. But to display everything like it is, like to have like 0 there, 0 there, 3 there, and to have 10 there, 10 there, and to have 3 there, like we need to display that onto the screen. Now, that we use the display text behavior. The display text behavior pretty much displays whatever you want it to display. Pretty much makes whatever you want, like text-wise, to show up on your screen. So score, we have a display text game score so that it displays the game score, and we did that for everything else. Game score, timer, game timer to display that. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, now I'm going to explain this. To change, if your score is higher than the high score, to change it. Yeah, so this is all we did. It was if game score is bigger than high score, change the high score to the game score. Pretty much is just to change it. Now for the timer, we made if the this is pretty much how to count it down. If every 1 second, we added a timer for every 1 second to set game timer to game timer -1 so that it's a countdown. And then we also added a rule that when game timer equals 0, because like the time's done, you're out of time, to move to the next scene, to change the scene. So that is all we did. And if you guys want me to explain it in further detail, I will. So yeah, put that in the comment section below if you want me to, because I feel like I rambled a little. Yeah, but just tell me, whatever. Yeah. So that is how to make a score for when something is touched. Now next game I'll make it when you collect a coin or something. Yeah. So and later on in the future I will show you guys how to make an RPG game, role-playing game, and how for you to move around the scene, but for the scene to not stay with you. Yeah, I'll show you guys later in a different video. Yeah, but bye guys. See you later. Peace. Didn't it? Oh no, that's not what I meant.